For some people, tattoos aren't viewed as a creative luxury, but as a necessity. Erica Tarantel introduces us to a local woman who uses tattoo artistry to help people looking to restore their natural appearance, and a client who says it was key to restoring her confidence. We do want to caution you that there are some sensitive medical images in this piece, and viewer discretion is advised.
For Ali Primaleski, tattooing is a passion with a purpose.
I like to say I'm very artistic. I have that from my grandfather that passed in El Salvador. He was a very well-known artist. I grew up getting babysat by him, and he'll make the canvas from scratch, and he'll have us painting, drawing.
Primaleski moved to the U.S. when she was 16, eventually married, and was pregnant with her son when she became an esthetician.
People will tell me, Ali, I love the brows that you did. I love the lips that you did. I wish I could keep this forever.
Inspired by an increased interest in permanent makeup, Primaleski trained to become a body art practitioner and opened her own salon, Beauty Avenue Aesthetics, in Worcester.
Permanent makeup has been around for a long time, so now we're able to give the most natural techniques.
In addition to semi-permanent cosmetic tattoos that include eyebrow microblading and lip blushing, Primaleski also specializes in paramedical tattooing.
The clients, men and women, coming in and they're looking for something that is missing, essentially. Brows, lips, scar camouflage for people that had surgeries.
People who've suffered hair loss from alopecia, pattern baldness, or other medical conditions can build back their confidence.
Scalp micropigmentation is a way of dotting, in a sense that you're kind of creating an infill to make this look a little bit fuller.
Paramedical tattoos can also improve the look of a skin graft.
We're able to tattoo a perfect lips.
Primaleski also offers a service that provides patients who've undergone a mastectomy with an opportunity to restore some sense of normalcy in their appearance.
We are able to do the 3D tattoo, which is the areola and nipple, and it's the most realistic technique that we're doing. We're here to make them feel confident again.
I'm not an insecure person, so I lived a long time without them, but it just made me feel like a woman again to have that back in place and looking as normal as it can. It's not perfect, but it's pretty damn close.
In 2002, Andrea Warpala opted to have both breasts removed after losing her mother, aunt, and cousin to breast cancer. Then she tested positive for the BRCA1 gene mutation, adding to her risk.
Got the results, and I had my moment. I went in a little bathroom I found in the hallway and had a little bit of a breakdown and came back and said, okay, let's get this together. What are we doing?
Warpala underwent a total of 6 surgeries to remove, then reconstruct her breasts and her nipples. For her, the next step was areola tattooing, but her insurance would only cover it if it was performed at a plastic surgeon's office.
It looked terrible, the coloring was terrible, and it didn't last.
Discouraged but determined, she looked for a better option and found Beauty Avenue Aesthetics.
The pain, completely tolerable, not that big of a deal, especially after everything else I went through. And after the first time, instantly I was in love with them. They look real, not close up. But from me to you, you would never know the difference. This isn't vanity. I don't do it for anybody else, I do it for myself. Anytime you see yourself, you pass by, you get out of the shower, you see yourself, and now there's nipples there. I'm like, this is awesome. You know, I don't like cringe now when I look.
A police officer for 28 years, now assigned to the Detective Bureau, Warpala is eager to share her story.
To me, I think the biggest thing is to get the story out there that this exists, that people can have it. I think the bigger thing is to get insurance to cover it.
Insurance offices should cover this 100% for them. We're essentially giving them a body part back. So it should be considered part of their journey of healing all the way through.
This part of it, this piece of it, is the last piece. It's like putting lipstick on after you put your full face of makeup. Like, that's just the last touch that you need to make it complete. And that's how I feel, like complete now.
Paramedical tattoos can be complex, so they do take some time to complete. Ali says one session usually lasts between 5 to 7 hours, and a touch-up may be necessary a few weeks later. At Beauty Avenue Aesthetics, the initial consultation is complimentary, and there are other studios throughout the state that offer these same kind of services. Up next, tattoos without the commitment.